Hey guys, hold on, let me just check. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. James Porritt coming at you live from Virgin Active in Bromley. I'm just getting comfortable in my seat. Is that one better? Mind body, yeah. This is a much better background here. Yes, it's much better. Hey, good afternoon. How's your day been? I hope your day's been good too. I'm here at the gym, mind, body. So before we start, no scripts, nothing going on. Oh, my selfie stick at home. So, what is holding you back? Do you feel stuck? Do you feel trapped? Do you feel unfulfilled? Are you making lots of money? Are you successful, but you still don't feel happy? You still feel empty, you feel hollow, and you feel like nothing is ever enough? Are you consistently striving, stretching, but no matter what you do, nothing is ever good enough for you or the people around you? Are you not achieving your goals? Are people around you constantly letting you down? Are people around you constantly hurting you? Do you feel undervalued? Do you feel underloved? Do you feel underappreciated? Or are you an incredible human being? Are you a god amongst men? And us mere mortals, we're the ones that feel this way. So that's what I want to cover today. And if you have a pen and a paper, if you record this, watch it over, make some notes. It's going to be very brief. And it's just going to go through some important things which can move you forward, which can take you out the feeling that you're in. So it's very important. It's a completely holistic approach. So first of all, gratitude. We all talk about that, but anyone can be grateful when things are going the way that you want. Anyone can win a tournament, a championship, a race when things are in your favor. But how do you perform when the odds are against you? How do you perform when everything is stacked against you? How do you feel? How do you operate when everything is set against you? And it'll be, hey Claire, great to have you on. And everything is stacked against you, and it'll be okay to give up. It'll be okay to give in. How do you perform then? Because that is what separates a contender from a champion, from a bystander to a winner, to people who succeed and people who never quite make it. So what is it that sets these individuals apart? Why is it that they keep on going? So firstly, gratitude, and this is what I do every morning. So gratitude, and this may work for you, it may not, I don't know, just whatever works for you, take on board. Whatever does, don't worry about it, but you must find your own way. So this is how I start the day. I come before you just as I am. I'm grateful for all the people in my lives, those who supported me, those who encouraged me, those who didn't, and those who even tried to tear me apart, because I would not be who I am, what I am, or where I am without all of them. I'm grateful for all of them, and generally I have love. There's no hate, there's no anger, there's no frustration, because I look at the lesson, and that is pure love. So that's the first part. I'm grateful for the people in my lives. I'm grateful for the person that I was. I'm grateful for the warrior, lover, champion, business person, entrepreneur, and leader that I am. I'm grateful for the soul that I've rediscovered. I'm grateful for all the lessons that I've mastered, for all the lessons that I'm continuing to master, and all the lessons that I will master. I'm grateful and humbled for all of those, because anyone can be grateful for the good times. Anyone can be grateful for things that are going in your favor, but we never learn in the good times. We only grow and learn, never in the peaks, in the valley, in the trough, in the trenches, in the pig shit, in the dirt. Last week was a very stressful and pressurized week for me. This week was up and down, but that's where I learned, and I'm grateful for those times. The good times, the car, everything else, yeah, it's good, don't get me wrong, I love that, but I'm grateful for the struggle, because the struggle is where you grow. Everything comes back to nature, so I'm grateful for that. So it's important to, so I just got a message. It's important to be grateful for that. So I'm grateful for everything, and I'm full of love. And I come before you today, this new day, full of gratitude and love. I humble myself before you. I surrender to your will. Show me your plan for me and empower me with the grace and strength to receive it, to acknowledge it, to accept it, to embrace it, to love it and live it in your name. And there's a lot more stuff I say, but that's a good start for you. Hold presence, be grateful, hey Samina, and take ownership, take responsibility for everything in your life. Because if your life's brilliant, look in the mirror, because it's all down to you. Give yourself a pat on the shoulder. If your life's shit, if you hate the life and you've got scumbags around you, look in the mirror and give yourself a pat on the back, because you are the creator. And it's only winners that will accept this and acknowledge this. Losers and those people who are not moving on in life will pass blame, hey Eileen, and victim and accountability and responsibility to everyone else. I'm not saying anything new. This is not revolutionary stuff. This is not cutting edge technology. This is truth that is as true today as it was centuries ago, in Jesus' time, in sages' time. It's the same truth. Nothing has changed. Technology may have advanced, we may have got more intelligent, but we've also got lazier. We've become weaker, less resilient, because we rely on computers, technology and information to do the work for us. Our minds become weak, we become slackened, we become sloppy. And we have this notion of expectation, entitlement. We should get things for free. What happened to working for it? What happened to grafting for it? Okay? I ain't going on, but I don't want to go on a tangent. So make sure you make note of these points. The other thing is self-reflection. What you cannot track, what you cannot monitor, you can never change. You must track, you must monitor everything. And that is my purpose with my clients and business partners that I work with. I track. I don't care about what anyone else has done. I don't care about the good things. That's good. But we do a complete SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. And we look back at their lives and we go through the fine-tooth comb of why things did work, why it didn't work, and what's been left unresolved. And this is the things people don't want to look at. They're like, no, that's okay. No, it's not okay. Because there's recurring patterns which are coming up in your life again and again and again, which is causing you unconsciously, without realizing, to repeat your past. So you're not living in the present. You're not living in the future. You're recreating your past. And you're running away from your past, hence you're trapped. How can you outrun your past? How can you outrun yourself? You can't. So many people are trying to get a new job, trying to get a new opportunity. You're fed up with your boss, your husband, your wife, your siblings, or whatever. But if you go to a new environment, you leave it behind, they will re-manifest in other forms. And I found this to be true, time and time and time again. Cycles, patterns, how do you break it? So it's important to understand that the people that I work with, we expose all of those with a fine-tooth comb and a microscopic laser microscope, magnifying glass. And everything goes under the magnifying glass. Okay, so it's very important. And also, a quick tip, when I'm around people and they criticize me, they judge me, they condemn me, right or wrong, I don't care. I take myself out of the equation. I'm not emotionally attached. I'm not detached. I can hold space. And I say, oh, thank you. Do you mind if I take notes? Now take note of this, please, because this will transform your life if you use it. It's powerful, powerful stuff. I ask them very politely, do you mind if I take note? Do you mind if I record this? Usually they say no, because they're happy to massage their ego. But the value they will give you, that's what you need to hear. But your parents told you, your friends told you, your partner told you, your siblings told you, but you won't listen. Why? Because it's free advice. It's free advice. You don't respect them, you don't value them, and you think you know better. You think you know it all. And your need to look good and to avoid looking bad is running your life and destroying your potential for success and happiness and fulfillment. You need to get out of your own way, because The universe, apart from a tiny microscopic speck, is made up of other people, other situations, other circumstances. But before you can serve them, you've got to get your shit together. You've got to make the first circle work. And all of us in the beginning are trying to fix other people, help other people, get them making money, because it makes us good, but it blinds us to our own inadequacies, our own fears, our own shortcomings and failures, because it's too difficult to pain with. But if you can take note when people in front of you and listen to them in the moment, be present and take on board and make notes, and then go back, reflect it later, that's what I do with my clients. But unless people pay for something, they don't see the value in it. Free advice, people don't listen to. Okay? So that's some tips there. Why we're stuck. We don't value ourselves, we don't love ourselves, we don't appreciate ourselves from childhood. My story was my father telling me to do things. I couldn't do it quick enough. I was only a little kid and my dad was under pressure, but he was like, oh, you're no good, I'll do it myself. So I had this inherent, inbuilt conditioning of, oh, I can't do this, I'm not good enough, which is why it pushes me to work hard. And that's my drive. And all successful people in the beginning are driven by predominantly negative drivers. But if they don't shift that, if they don't change that, it will consume you and it will destroy you, hence by seizures. Okay, so I hope this is hitting home. I hope this is making sense. And the people that I work with, massive shifts, massive transformations, because you're learning from my experience. You can take it or leave it, but the choice is yours. Accept responsibility. Learn to love yourself. Forget about inspiring other people, inspire yourself. Forget about helping other people, help yourself. Forget about being there for other people, be there for yourself. Forget about being kind to other people, be kind there for yourself. Forget about putting the ostracism marks on other people, pull it on yourself. Get yourself to a position of strength and power first, and then you can really make that impact on other people. So guys, I can keep on talking, but my time's come to an end. Hope that's been of value to you. And I'm going to leave you with what I was saying on my post 8. Everything comes back to nature. If you look at nature, when there's destruction, when there's failure, when things are corrupted, when it falls apart, it's a colossal noise, a crash, a smash, a bang. If you look at 9/11, when the Twin Towers came down, the planes went into it, the whole world heard about it, enormous noise and crash. It's not about positive, negative, but it's destructive force, and everyone sees that destruction. But when things grow in nature, when the oak tree grows and turns into a tree, and a tree turns into a forest from a tiny acorn, there's no noise, it's silence. True power is silent, considerate, compassionate, kind and loving. That is true power. And when we grow, we are the same. There's no instant gratification. There's no get-rich-quick scheme. There's no in the instant. It's about consistent action over prolonged periods of time with accountability, with precision, with finesse that grows. It's silent. Confidence is quiet and silent. Insecurity is loud and boisterous. So please remember that. Do not live in your false self, in your ego. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. The ego is impatient because its time is finite. The spirit is humble because it knows it is eternal. So, when will you take off the mask? When will you stop lying to yourself? When will you stop lying to the people around you and reclaim your truth, your power, and let go of the ego, let go of the false preset, let go of all the things in your life, all the stories, excuses and bullshit that are holding you back? And when will you claim your true place? Because that is where power is. Guys, I'd love to share the journey with you. I'd love to get you to where you need to be, just as powerful people have got me to where I need to be. And the opportunity is there. Many are called, but few choose themselves.
And Rita, please go to the club lounge. That's Rita to the club lounge, please. Thank you.
So many are called. Everyone is called. Few choose to take up on that calling. The choice is yours. Opportunity only comes along once. Second time he sends his daughter misfortune. Don't open the door to her. I look forward to hear from you. If you're serious about your life, if you're serious about putting your money where your mouth is, if you're serious about taking action, if you're serious about being accountable, if you're serious about turning your life around, then please reach out. If you're not serious, then I love you, continue with your life, but please do not message me, do not call me, do not reach out to me, because it will not benefit you, okay? But I implore you to take control of your life. You are enough, you are worthy, and make this your best life ever. If not now, then when? If not you, then who? It's your time, rise and shine.